Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And it's time again for another episode of New Makeup Nonsense Bingo. Bow, bow, bow. Air horn gang. Why do I always have to say it because I never feel like my air horns sound like air horns. Anyway, but I have a whole bottle of Prosecco to celebrate the specialness that is tonight's New Makeup Nonsense Bingo. And yes, I always film this at night while the whole crew is done. I'm like, yeah, I'm just sitting down to film now. And by the whole crew, I mean this edition of New Makeup Nonsense Bingo is not only in collaboration with Teresa of Teresa is Dead and Audra of Audra at Home, but also, that's gonna stay in, that noise, but also Lacey. That's right, Lacey of Spooky Lips and Fat Hips is collaborating with us today. And honestly, whenever they want to, the invitation stands. I am so excited to have Lacey joining in this game of New Makeup Nonsense Bingo. And if you are new to New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, if you are new to my channel, first of all, welcome. My name's Emily. If you like lots of opinions, colorful makeup, and cute fat babes in general, you should go ahead and subscribe. Now, if you haven't seen a New Makeup Nonsense Bingo video, I say it's like one part will I buy it, one part anti-haul, one part drinking game, and one part bingo game. I am going to drink Prosecco tonight. Drinking game is not a required layer to it, but whatever, do what you want. If you're a creator or just a fan, you can play along. We have the bingo cards in the description box. We have a community playlist. Just DM me on one of the other social medias and I can add you to that playlist. And we have hashtags, so use all the things, click on all the things, whatever. You know, if you've been here, you know the drill. Let me get this liquor open because I want to. And while I open it, maybe you can look at what kind of products I might talk about, because I also use a randomizer to pick what I'm going to be talking about. Oh, that was not for show. That cork did just fly. Cheers. And yes, I'm actually drinking out of a actual booze related cup today. This probably won't be a long-standing tradition. I mean, if you've been around the whole damn time, there was definitely an episode that I drank straight from the bottle the whole time. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what I'm doing when I buy wine. I just pick things that are bubbly and inexpensive. Anyway, now that we have popped the cork, now that you have seen things we might talk about, and you've seen my bingo card, because that's also on the screen, with a slight refresher, a couple of new squares, along with Audra's contact information down at the bottom, so that you can also follow them on the social medias. I don't know what we're talking about tonight. I didn't pick out any of these pictures, but I know we have almost 40 things that I could talk about, and I'm hoping it doesn't take 40 things to get to bingo. So let's get started. Oh, I don't know what that laugh was, but so that devious laugh was related to the newest product, or the first product we're going to talk about, and that is Morphe's repackaged 9-pan artistry palettes. They have one new palette called Pretty and Peach 9E. Then they have 5 that they have already had released that they've repackaged in, I believe, color-coded packaging. Here's the thing that you're gonna probably look at me with like cross eyes or something. Cause like I don't want any of these palettes. Well, I don't. For many reasons. But I look at these and I'm like, are these like a slightly better range of color stories than Colourpop? I mean, that might be a bold statement, but anyway, I don't want any of these colors, these palettes. I don't really think Morphe's quality and I get along, and I don't dig the ethics of Morphe, which if you've been around for any point in time, you've heard me say that, so I'm not gonna harp on it too much. But I see what you're doing, Morphe. Packaging makes me think of Colourpop, makes me think of major copycat vibes, and I'm just gonna give you that spot on the card, and we're gonna move on, because me and Morphe, we're just not friends over here. Okay, so the next thing that's up is one of those like Nuat kind of post from Trend Mood. This is like available now in Sephora. So it looks like KVD Vegan Beauty has released a lip gloss, an EXO High Shine lip gloss. There's, wait, Paula's Choice coming to Sephora? Okay. And then Oribe is at Sephora. There's a new clean brand called Merit coming to Sephora, or already there. And these like fancy ass, it's Brother Vellies at Sephora. There's a doodle bag for $48 inspired by Brother Vellies Mexican made doodle boots, a train case, and a large cosmetic bag. The train case is $30 and the cosmetic bag is $38. I don't know Brother Vellies, but it makes me think of cowboy boots. But also, I'm weirdly into some of those bags. But maybe not for me. I don't know. Whatever. I'm kind of confused by everything in this in this picture. The wine hit quickly. The glosses look like very pigmented glosses, which are not always my favorite, but I don't completely hate them. I would they look pretty shiny. They kind of look balmy if I could see that in a photo. I think Paula's Choice being at Sephora is interesting. I feel like it's kind of like Sephora picking up somebody like The Ordinary, but a little bit pricier. Yeah, I'm sorry. Last New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, I was like, this is just the episode that I am super salty in, and I'm back at it being salty. I'm open to thoughts about the KVD gloss. The rest of it, I don't spend a lot of money on hair care. The whole clean beauty trend. Okay, I'm gonna move on because, like I said, I'm back into my salty land. Oh wait, but does that count for anything? Oh fuck it, it's yet another lip gloss. This is interesting. Not in the I want to buy it, but in the this is interesting to me. So Tatcha is joining the Silk family. They're releasing a Silk Powder Protective Setting Powder. Silk Powder Protective Setting Powder. Okay. A protective, talc-free setting powder that blurs pores, shields from pollution and blue light, and provides a translucent, soft, radiant finish for $48 with silk extract, silk powder, coming soon. The reason why I say it's interesting is because we've been saying, I feel like, in New Makeup Nonsense Bingo land for a long time that like makeup brands are releasing skincare, and rightfully so, because skincare is something people repurchase. They tend to repurchase or need to repurchase more often than makeup. So it's interesting to see Tatcha say like, yeah, but we want to take our skincare brand into makeup. Not that other skincare brands haven't done that, because they have. But yeah, I mean, if any skincare brand was going to possibly draw me in with like something, Tatcha and this powder could be the one. But having been like hypnotized by Teresa and her cult of the Chantecaille blurring powder, I still think if I was going to dive into bougie powder world that I would just do the deep dive and save up for that motherfucker. But I'm intrigued to see what happens with this powder and to see what comes of like skincare and makeup when it comes to Tatcha. I think if any brand could do it with the fame of their primers, I feel like Tatcha could. So we'll see if this is any different from the billion of other loose powders that are already on the market. That's going to be the interesting thing to hear. If there is anything interesting in a fucking loose powder release. At the same time, I'm not going to not call it a cash grab, because I think that's what it is. Like, it's a loose powder. How miraculous could it be? Just sipping my wine as the internet yells at me about the magic that is Tatcha. Okay, here's where I have to admit something. Bats are not cute. Stop trying to tell me bats are cute. And I'm speaking directly to you, Menagerie, and all of your fruit bat loving people. Don't tell me Flight Club is a cute palette, because the cover is not cute, in my opinion. It's just not. It's just not. Okay. In terms of like, okay, so sorry, I just jumped right into me and didn't talk anything about the product. So the Flight Club is a new 12 pan palette. It's available the 26th at noon PST and estimated to ship early March. There are 2 metallics, 2 chameleon metallics, and 1 chameleon satin in a new formula, as well as 7 mattes. And the theme is the fruit plundering flying fox, aka the fruit bat, and it's $39. I'm not the first person to say this at all, but I think I am finally like completely over monochromatic palettes, because I look at a palette like this and I'm like, I don't like how they paired together warm tone purples and cool tone purples. Like, I kind of preferred that smaller capsule 6-pan violet ink from Menagerie, which was all cool tone purples. And I feel like to have the kind of artwork that they had on the cover, I could have seen like a little bit of green, some deeper warm tone purples. I want to love it and I don't. And I don't love like the 2 colors, the top second from the left and middle row second from the left. I don't really like that like beigey creamy tone, because even for me with lighter skin, I don't really use cream tones to blend out. I would rather that be like a washed out purple, or yeah. And a lot of people look at Menagerie as like a discounted singles bundle, and I don't disagree with that, because their pans are all magnetic, their palettes are all magnetic, so you can pop the pans out. But I've personally had very hit and miss experience with Menagerie metallics or shimmers, so it's not for me. Let me know, am I the only one that's like not into the fruit bat theme? Am I the only one hating on this release, please let me know, because I feel like I'm kind of in the minority, and as an indie makeup lover, it feels weird. And the thing that Teresa and Audra and now Lacey and I talk about a lot is how I feel like we just like in different ways we all cheat through this game. Yeah, I'm calling this a product that won't die because I feel like monochromatic palettes have lived a long, hard life, and I would be totally cool with them just going away. And then I see this. Ow. Oh. Okay, I'm like, monochromatic palettes must die. And then the next release that I get is this I Love You Cherry Much palette from Voss that's like all warm tone brown with a touch of red and gold. It's 18 cherry tones, pops of red to deep berries in different formulas and finishes for $42. First of all, don't ever pay full price for almost anything, but especially not Violet Voss. And okay, I studied in my college years. I used Photoshop and Illustrator in a lot of the things I did in school, and then for the first couple of years post college I used them in my career, and then things changed, and so I only have like I have some knowledge, but it's not the most current knowledge. But like I look at this post from Trendmood and I'm like, oh, Violet Voss, this is a digital mock-up, and like theoretically that's okay, but I feel weird about the use of digital mock-ups to like sell products, and posting a new product release to go on Trendmood is the goal of selling a product. So part of me also like understands that this is a digital mock-up, and so even if I thought this digital mock-up was pretty, my brain is like, no, we don't find that pretty. But also the color story just isn't for me. Like, this is so many shades of the same color. I guess I'm just salty Emily all the time. And because of that specific color story, yeah, I'm calling that a Morphe palette, because like I am sure that these colors exist in a lot of different locations. We might as well just fill it all the way up because it already feels like one of those nights. Also, please, if you are a salty lover, if you are a fellow critical bitch, leave me comments in support, because I feel like I am alone. Not really, but kind of. Well. I've talked about this in a haul that I did, where I talked about how when my friends have grudges, I hold those grudges with them. Except I made a mistake and bought something from the brand. Tower 28 is the grudge that I hold, because Audra holds a grudge with them. And Audra has more meaning and reason to hold that grudge. But like, we're friends. Fuck that brand. But the brand has released 3 new of their cream cheek products. So the whole thing with hi, we're just gonna pretend like that's not happening. If you're new here, I have cats. Tyrion in particular likes to be a drama king on camera. So the thing with Tower 28 is that they kind of launched their brand with like 2 cream bronzers and 3 cream blushes. And they have expanded their blush line. They've added 3 new shades. After Hours, Rush Hour, and Power Hour. After Hours is a Sunkissed Berry, Rush Hour is a Peach, and Power Hour is a Terracotta. And their blushes, or their tinted balms, they say, which can be used on cheeks and lips, which, I mean, most cream products can, but anyway, they're $20. They have green tea extract and aloe vera, and again, this is the brand Tower 28. I don't have anything against the colors in this release. They appear to be some tones that are richer and some tones that are lighter. I've said my piece. Actually, the real thing is that, like, I've tried so many cream products, and I have some in my collection that I love, and I have some that I don't love, and I am trying to not spend as much money on more expensive brands when it comes to cream products. When it comes to, like, things in a compact that could get moldy or go bad. So cool, you doubled your color range. That's awesome. I just don't really care. But also, I'm gonna call my own self out. I bought the Tower 28 glosses. I was looking over here because they're in like a basket of things that I need to put away at some point in time. I bought those when I was drunk. I can't deny that I could possibly buy their cream blushes when I'm drunk. So, drunk me might buy it. I'm just gonna say that and continue building this bingo card where we might hit bingo sometime soon. Oh, this is cute. So for $25, you can get this Love and Lust Gloss Duo from Pat McGrath Labs. This is the whole description in quotations on the account that I'm reading it from. Paired by Pat, this divine duo of nude lip glosses is presented in romantic, limited edition, heart-shaped vials. Perfect the classic nude lip with this award-winning gel meets balm formulation, imparting non-sticky shine, nourishing oils, and captivating color payoff. With this couture coupling of mini nude lip glosses in shades Flesh Fantasy and Flesh 6. Prepare for a passionate romance unlike any written before with this tantalizing twosome. I don't know why I have an accent now, but Pat McGrath has brought out this bit of accent in me, and I can't keep this kind of shit up. The wine hit hard, and this is why I don't do wine and new makeup nonsense on most times. Especially now that we've been doing it every 2 weeks. This is a hearty wine drunk really early on. Anyway, very cute component, very Valentine's, very lovey-dovey. I don't think it's anything different than just mini glosses in a heart-shaped component, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the actual gloss? The actual gloss is the heart-shaped component. That's more than what I expected, Pat. And that's kind of fucking cute. Damn it! I'm not a lovey-dovey person. But I literally just said drunk me would buy it, and now I'm like, fuck, drunk me would buy that. But I already used that spot. Oh, wait. Nope. Same shit, new packaging. So here's the thing. So I picked up a couple of mini Pat glosses when I bought a couple of Tower 28 glosses as well. And I'm not loving the glittery formula that I got, but the actual texture and consistency is quite nice. So I respect the Pat McGrath glosses, and I would happily own more. And that's why Drunk Me might buy the heart-shaped ones. But also, it's that same shit new packaging life that the holidays do so well. So we're gonna call it that, cause like I refuse to go around and not be able to find some spot on the card for it. Cause maybe I'm not as competitive as Audra, but I might be close. Fuck me up for being drunk, because this makes me hungry and I don't need anyone to say a goddamn thing. The Beauty Blender Dream Swirl Sponge. They have a Dream Swirl Blend and Cleanse set. It's a limited edition two-toned orange and white swirl design with a vegan cleanser that removes excess makeup, blah 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 blah. $20. Their solid cleanser is really fucking good. Now, I use like just like an unscented goat's milk soap that I buy from Etsy that's like super affordable. Like with shipping and everything, I think I got 2 bars for under $10, and the 1 bar has lasted for a really long time. But anyway, their solid cleanser is really good, but their sponges are overrated as fuck. If you've never tried these Shop Miss A Pawpaw sponges, go spend $2 and thank me later. But being drunk right now, being Prosecco drunk, I'm like, orange creamsicle swirl. That's all. Oh, wait. Competitive Emily coming out. Food themed makeup item. Because you're gonna put popsicles all over your packaging, I'm gonna call you a motherfucking food themed makeup item. We're just gonna pretend like my memory card didn't just cut me off and try to pull some shit. But I did add lip gloss, so that happened. Anyway, Too Faced has a new collection. Looks like there's some kind of highlighter powder, and then a palette with a couple of big pans and a couple of square pans, and one of their painful ass lip injection lip glosses. Fuck that shit. Fuck the lip injection. I say it every time it comes up in a new makeup nonsense or otherwise, but fuck the lip injection. Sorry for the rambling drunk word vomit, but yeah, so here's the thing. Too Faced does packaging that makes me want it. Like the motherfucking Bear powder packaging. I want it. It's okay, it makes me think of, it reminds me of the way I reacted to the Marc Jacobs cherry powder, where I know this color will not work for me, but I fucking want it because it's cute. And I'm pissed that Too Faced and Marc Jacobs and all of these brands still do this shit where they release one color. I know. It's their thing. I should just chill the fuck out. But like, it's actually cute. Kind of makes me think of the Moschino Sephora collection before the one that Teresa loves with the laptop palette. The one that had the gold Bear eyeshadow palette that was also really fucking cute, even though I'm not a stuffed animal. Fuck. Oh, no. Even though I'm not a stuffed animal person. I'm laughing at the thing that I just had to clip out. Yeah. But yeah, okay, sorry. I am veering off course. Packaging is cute. There's not pricing information or anything like that on the post. The palette is fine, I guess. It kind of reminds me From what I can see of the shimmers, it kind of reminds me of the Huda Beauty New Nude palette, which I actually own. I should use it sometime. With the like slightly more textured shimmers. So perhaps Too Faced is stepping up their game a little bit. It just feels a little too late. Also, even though it's my kind of neutral palette, meaning the like more warm pinky tones, it's still a basic AF neutral palette. Oh, that's funny. The next random pull is actually the product that was right before the Too Faced one on Trend Mood. So, what brand is this? I'm just, okay. Wow. Brain just was dripping out of my ears. So the Paris Love Letter Etendu by Viart is the newest release we're talking about. Etendu. I'm sorry. I hate being like, I don't know how to pronounce things, but wine. So this is a 12 pan palette. It's $44. It's a blissful bouquet of enticing shimmering undertones in soft peach gossamer rose petal, clandestine candlelight, and a stirring green hue that awakens a vision of Paris in the springtime. I mean, I would love to know what Paris in the springtime actually looks like. But this looks like Tiny Marvels, or it looks like the Viart Apricotine palette, but like with a color or two added. Like, when Viart started doing these smaller palettes, I was like, okay, this is where I'm gonna be like, okay, Viart, here's my money, I'll buy them. And then they keep doing releases like this that make me go, what? What's going on over there? I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that finds this beautiful and very wantable, and very much like I would put that on my face, but I don't actually want to spend the money on it. Okay, I just had to stare at my computer screen for a moment to figure out what was happening here. So Nabla Cosmetics has released a new vicious mascara that has this like Black Panther, black cat as the lid to the mascara. So it's an extra volume mascara, intensifies the lashes, a vinyl formula with a claw-shaped comb with an elastomer brush. It's long wear, easy removal. It's 24 pounds or euros, I'm not sure. Like, I want to be a high-end mascara person, and I'm just not. But that's also like me saying I want to be a bougie person. Like, I would love to have the kind of money where I would just buy $25 mascaras and not worry about it. But that is not where I'm at in my life. That the brush itself kind of looks like a brush that I would really like, because it does have a little bit of curvature to it, but it's not like, it doesn't round out, and it's not an hourglass. Yeah, like, I'm intrigued, but this is yet again if somebody wants to send it to me, I will put it on my face, but otherwise I am good. Here's the thing, is if you showed me that bottle, I would be like, that's a motherfucking lip product and I want that. And so part of me wants to call it a catfish because I want it. But also I don't want it because it's just a mascara. I think I'm gonna call it a catfish. Ooh, a new to me indie brand. So this is a post from the Indie Mood. It's actually an ad, which I have no problem with. They're letting us know it's an ad in the post. So Black Moxie is releasing the very first eyeshadow palette, their very first eyeshadow palette, and a bunch of new shadows. Pre-order date is February 19th. Official launch is March 16th. If you purchase during the pre-order, you get 2 free glosses. It's a Pastel Obsessions palette for $28, and it's a 12 pan palette. 2 duochromes, 1 shimmer, and 9 mattes. And then they're also releasing single shadows, 5 duochromes, and 6 metallics. The essence of this palette is super, super cute. I'm a pastel lover. I know I don't need it though, and the swatches don't sell me, but I want to give them like a moment of like respect because they did a pastel palette and the darkest shade in there, it's a purple. It's not a black or a gray. Like, the fact that the darkest shade is a purple, I'm like mad that I have so many pastels in my collection that I don't feel like this would like fill a hole. I just feel like I would be trying new formulas and shit, which I'm not against. I'm very much a fan of. It's, the more I look at it, I'm like, it's actually pretty to me, and it looks like the shadow that looks white is some kind of duochrome. So I quite like this. I was gonna say I don't hate it, but I actually quite like it. I know nothing about this brand or their formulas or anything like that, but like I put it on my face. Put it on my face. Ooh, yay. So we have a new release from one of my indie favorites, Drench Cosmetics. They are releasing the Hyper Brow Pencil. So it's a slim brow pencil. They're $10 each. The colors include black, dark gray, dark coffee, dark brown, light brown, and light coffee. And so I haven't tried this. I am an affiliate with Drench, which thank you, Drench. They were like the first brand that ever did that, so thank you. So I do have a code, Emily15. Audra has a code, AudraLGG, if you wanna buy them. I'm curious. Like I said, I haven't tried them, but I feel like even having been a customer, I just feel like Drench prices things pretty well for what they are. Like $10 for a brow pencil. Brow pencils are not my go-to thing, but I don't actually think price point is terrible. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but like, let me know. There's nothing on the card for it, but I just wanted to say, like, I see you, Drench. I'm happy to see you releasing new stuff. And brow gel? Have you thought about that? I would love a brow gel. Like a fluffy, fibrous brow gel. That's where, yes, that's what I would love. Just saying. And Colourpop is back with yet another Disney collaboration. For some reason, with Bambi. So there are 3 new palettes. There are 5 pan palettes. There's Bambi, Flower, and Thumper. There's 3 new eyeliners, 3 Luxe lip glosses, a Pixie poof highlighter, so like a poof powder thingy, and then oh dear faux lashes. I don't know the prices on any of this. Here's the thing, is I saw the swatches of the purple palette, which I don't even know who that is for. Is that the Bambi palette? No, I think that's Flower. I think that's Flower. But see, I don't even know Bambi that well. And I was like, that's pretty. I don't need it. And it's Disney and Colourpop. So like I'm real good. I don't need it. Also, I don't like Colourpop like doing all these different pan sizes. It just, okay, here's the thing. When I was like cool with shopping from Colourpop and I was buying from them more regularly, there was something really nice about having the same size pans and all these palettes being magnetic, so like I could mix and match and create my new palettes from it. But now like there are the square panned big palettes and there are the 5-pan square palettes, and now there's these 5-pan rectangular palettes, and I'm just like, you've taken away all of the fun, Colourpop. And I've said this a million times before as well, but I also just didn't have the greatest performance of the Colourpop shadows, so it's not really worth it for me, even for a cheap price point. BH Cosmetics has a new collaboration with Alondra Elsie. It's a BFF collab. So there's a BFF eyeshadow palette, 20 colors for $24. There's a BFF Snatched face palette with highlight, blush, bronze, and contour. And then there are 2 lip duos. There is Alondra's faves and Elsie's faves. Here's the thing. First of all, the face palette looks very repetitive. I will say there's something weirdly reminiscent about one of the newest Odin's Eye palette with this BH palette. They're not dupes by any means, but they're just like reminiscent in a weird way. I just like, okay. Here's the thing. I don't watch a lot of YouTube that I think is like old school YouTube or traditional YouTube, especially in the beauty world. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube, but I watch, I'm gonna say, either smaller creators or, yeah, just smaller creators. Alondra and Elsie are not people that I think about when I think about makeup collaborations. And obviously I am not BH Cosmetics, but there's a lot that BH has released over the years where I'm like, oh, that's really pretty, or that seems inspired, or this or that or the other. But a collection like this, I'm just like, I mean, it's fine, I guess. It's a mostly neutral palette with a decent representation of blues, a little touch of green, a little touch of lavender, but like very neutral. Lip kits with liquid lipsticks that I don't care about. A face palette that like I feel like feels very 4 years ago. It's just, but like for me, this is not a collaboration with someone known for their makeup. It's just not. It might be a collaboration with somebody known for being an influencer in a very generic way, but not for their makeup. Do I realize that that makes me incredibly judgmental? Yes. Do I have a sour face because of my wine and not because of my judgmental ways? Yes. You're watching who you're watching. You know what you got into when you started. If you didn't, well, I guess now you do. So, yeah, that was also like, I know when it's time to stop filming, and that's usually when I'm like, how can I make bingo? What slot can I fit in what space? And it usually makes some degree of sense. But like, if you're like, Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot of assumptions for two people that you don't even follow on the internet. You're right. You're abso-fucking-lutely right. But on that note, I hit bingo. So, cheers. And we are going to call this video a day. We're going to wrap this up and we'll see what happens from here. There are a couple things that might happen. I might order Taco Bell. I might try to film another video after this. I might just go Marco Polo, Lacey, Audra, and Teresa and show them how drunk I am. Or all of the above could also happen. No one knows. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, go ahead and subscribe. Like the video. Share it out. Let me know. Was I totally off base with my saltiness this time around? Or do you agree with anything that I talked about tonight? I don't even remember what I talked about, so refresh me in the comments below, please. Also, if you don't know Teresa, if you don't know Audra, if you don't know Lacey, I don't know what rocks you've been living under, but you should go check out their videos. They will all be linked in the description box. And they are all inspirations to me. So thank you to Audra, Teresa, Lacey for everything you do. And for the amazing human beings that you are. And just go ahead and subscribe. Follow along, because New Makeup Nonsense Bingo is a regular thing these days. And you don't want to miss the next one. And also, if you haven't seen the previous ones, I will have the playlist linked in the description box, or right here maybe if I have my shit together. I probably won't, but if I do, it's there for you. Okay, we're gonna end this shit show now. Thank you so much for spending a bit or a lot of your day or your evening or your afternoon with me, and let me know anything in the comments below. Was there a favorite thing I talked about, or the worst thing you thought I talked about, or the thing I was the most wrong about, or the thing I was the most right about? I don't know. Let's just talk in the comments. You know I love to do that. And until next time, I guess, please stay safe. Wear your damn masks. Wash your hands. Drink some water. Eat a meal, take a nap, just like treat yourself a little bit better than maybe you did yesterday. And I will talk to you again real soon. Bye, friends.